Hey everybody, welcome back. It is the final week of English 107. So we are going to do our normal walkthrough of things that are due this week, but I also need to remind you that because this is the last week of the course, the deadlines for things have moved forward. So instead of having until Sunday night, you need to turn in your work by the end of day on Friday. Saturday, if it's an absolute emergency. But Sunday, if you turn things in on Sunday, they will not count towards your final grade because grades are due early on Sunday. So just keep that in mind as you are planning your week. All right, let me share the screen. Oh, and let me turn on the student mode so it looks right for you guys. So like I said, we're in Unit 8, very last week. So of course, mostly what we're doing this week is reflecting on what we've learned. As usual, you'll want to go through the readings and resources first. There's not a lot of new stuff to take in, but there's some information on journaling, and some supplemental resources on writing and annotating sources, things of that nature. So there are some good videos for you to view there as well. And then you have a couple of graded assignments. One is the Unit 8 discussion board and one is the Unit 8 journal. Notice there is a final discussion, but this is not graded. So only these first two will receive grades. Unit 8's discussion board says, how has your confidence level in your writing skills changed over the last 8 weeks? How has your ability to write about different topics changed your perspectives on the world? And what have the journals you completed in the course taught you about the world and yourself? Now, because you have a shorter week, you also only are required to respond to one peer instead of the usual two. But you do want to do that by Friday. So you'll need to have both your own post and that posted by Friday. In terms of the journals, you guys should be used to journals by now, but journaling, of course, is a relaxed reflective assignment. So in this one, you're going to respond to the following question. You were introduced to digital literacy in Unit 7. Give one personal example of when you were a good digital citizen and one personal example where you were confused or upset by something online. Now, again, note that these responses need to be well-developed paragraphs, so at least 6 or more sentences. There's no right or wrong answer, but you do want to include some details and some specifics. And then finally, the final discussion, like I said, this isn't for a grade, but this is helpful to me and to those who design these courses. After having the opportunity to complete the course, what would you change and why? What topic particularly caught your interest and what do you want to know more about? And this is my favorite part. Last but not least, if you could share with the class, the next class, one piece of advice about it, what would it be? Please note that this pertains to the class materials, the flow, all that stuff. So there you go. That's what's due this week, and it is due by Friday. Everything is due by Friday. Don't forget, Friday. And that includes, by the way, anything from units 1 through 7. So if you have late work that you are submitting or haven't submitted yet, if it's not in by Friday, it will not count. So thanks, everybody. I hope you have a good weekend between terms. There's really no break between these two terms, but good luck in term 3.